It's Tuesday, the 11th of June already. It's 8 o'clock and you're where the nation comes to cruise. Are you ready for some big deals, all the latest gossip and a chance to win a cruise for free? Well, let's get on with it then. Welcome to Cruise Deals Live. Good evening, everyone. How the dickens and devil are you? I hope you are well. I said it's all going spinningly well here. Talking of spinning, who's going to be spinning my wheel tonight full of prizes? It could be the cruise. It was for me in rehearsal, I have to say, so it could be lucky for you as well. Tonight, I just need you to text or email me and tell me your favourite karaoke song on a cruise ship. Tell me the song and where you warbled it, or do it theoretically. If you were on a cruise ship, what would you sing? Confess all now on an email or a text. You've got all the details to get in touch there. One moment, please, while I'll see what I've won. Oh, do you know what? I'm on the. What would I do in this situation, or on the cusp between the free cruise and a cruise magazine subscription? Let's hope that's a quandary later for our player. Of course, I'd go to the free cruise for you. I really would. Right. Okay. So email me studio@cruise1st.tv or text Cruise1st and your message. Tell me your name and where you're from as well, and send it to 60777. Make sure I've got your phone number too, because I'll be calling one of you later to spin this wheel. Right, tonight I've got two exclusive prices for you which beat the cruise line price by hundreds of pounds per person if you book tonight. I know. I've got hot picks sizzling away, cruise news, and my special guest tonight is the wonderful Kirsty Webb from Norwegian Cruise Lines. Hello, lovely Kirsty. She'll be taking us to far-flung itineraries that are really proving a hit for Norwegian Cruise Line a little bit later on. You can stop waving now as well. Thank you, darling. Our lines for the show are open until 10 o'clock tonight. Richard is looking after things with the team on the magic number 0800 953 4701. I think that's going to be ringing a lot tonight. Shall we get on with it then? Yes, let's get the curtains open for the big opening number. It's this. I nearly forgot the jacket. Mr. P had to remind me. We've had so many things going on today. Do you like this? It's a silver jacket tonight. Very, very nice. This is coming on the cruise with Derek with me, definitely to the Caribbean. This has got to be seen as if I'm doing karaoke. It's got to be wearing this, isn't it? Anyway, right, come on, Derek, get on with it. Now, you know that we love an exclusive here at Cruise1st. So how about saving £350 per person right now on a 12-night no-fly cruise with MSC down to the Canaries for April next year. As a bonus, we have an ocean view to balcony upgrade price, which means that right now we can offer you a balcony for less than the price of an inside on MSC's website tonight. We're off around the Canaries and Portugal. Happy days. We join MSC Virtuosa on the 21st of April next year in Southampton. Whew, and that was a big sentence, let me tell you. This you are going to love. Listen, everyone knows MSC Virtuosa, don't they? We've talked about her, I don't know how many hundreds, indeed probably thousands of times. Since she arrived in the UK, about 3 years ago now, and she's been with us season after season after season. She's here with us this year in the UK. She's here with us next year, and I think 2026 as well. We absolutely love her. She does fun party cruises for 2, 3, 4, 5 nights, great 7-night cruises and longer itineraries like this one where you don't need to fly, you just tip up down at Southampton, check in and you're on holiday straight away. And on this one, we've got 12 nights on board, you lucky, lucky people. Now, Virtuosa is brilliant. We took as a team, as you know, we took a little 3-night cruise last year on MSC Virtuosa, myself, Polly and Joe and Richard behind the cameras, and Mr. P. Did I not mention you, Mr. P? Oh, dearie me, that's no good, is it? I'll be in trouble later. It has been a day today, let me tell you. Mr. P's been swearing at his equipment all day long. Screens have been going blank. Deals have been changed. We've changed the showstopper about 3 times today. Let me tell you, we rejected 2 and we've now got the best one for you. We were like, no, not good enough, not good enough. If Mr. P says no, no it is, I'm afraid. Anyway, listen, you can see life on board MSC Virtuosa, fabulous spa on board, amazing dining, great service for you all of the way through as well. So you are going to have one fantastic cruise. Moreover, We are going to show you in just a little while the price of this cruise today on the MSC website, and then the deal that we're going to do for you. So we're going to beat MSC's price today, right now on their website, by £350 per person. And in fact, we're going to allow you tonight to do our balcony upgrade for less than the inside price on their website tonight. I know, brilliant. Right, here's where we're going on the cruise then, because we have 2 days at sea and we're going down to Lisbon. Oh, an amazing place. I've got the wrong itinerary there, Mr. P. Right, we're going to come back to me for a second. I'll tell you where we're going then, shall we? And you see, we've been swearing at these things all day long. We've changed so much. Anyway, I'll walk you through the itinerary. We've got 2 days at sea, and then we're going down to Lisbon in Portugal, down to the capital. Of course, you can head down to Cascais there, which is very nice indeed. Day at sea to Madeira, Funchal. You can do the old toboggan. No, toboggan comes down. You can cable car up, toboggan down. Then we're going around the Canaries. We're doing Gran Canaria. We're doing Tenerife, Lanzarote. We'll stop at Gran Canaria because Mr. P's caught up. There we go. Gran Canaria, gorgeous Las Palmas, great shopping there. You can go down to Palmitos Park, which is really cool. Have your picture taken with a big parrot on your shoulder, which is really nice. Then we go on to Tenerife. Well, you know, this is year-round sunshine, isn't it? Love Tenerife. You can take a buggy ride, a guided volcano tour, or head up to Tim and Fire. Then we've got a day at sea and we're in Vigo in Spain. Is that Vigo? Oh, that's Lanzarote. Let's go to Lanzarote, shall we? This is where you can take a buggy guided tour around the volcanoes and go up to Tim and Fire. Wow, we've got the Canaries the wrong way round, haven't we? Never mind, doesn't matter. Then we go to Vigo, where you can go to Santiago de Compostela, and there's a tour here to Serra de Groba, which is a site where the Romans used to mine for gold. There might still be some there, you never know. Then we've got a day at sea back to Southampton. Listen, the nuts and bolts of this is, you won't remember the route by the time you go anyway. You're going around the Canaries and you're doing Portugal as well, over 12 nights to and from Southampton. And this is for April next year. Right, we've got that sorted. Right, we're ready to do the nuts and bolts, Mr. P. Tonight, you can book this with a deposit of just £100 each. So you join MSC Virtuosa in Southampton for 12 nights of cruising down to the Canaries, Madeira, Portugal and Spain, no fly. Gratuities included, that's always a given with MSC anyway. Now, I am in just a second, when Mr. P finds the file, I'm going to show you the price on the inside on MSC's website for this cruise today, just before we came on air. What time did you do it? He likes doing it 7:45. I tell you what, it's so close to the bone, Mr. P. Never misses a trick. So there you go. There's the price for this very cruise. Inside price, 1149 on MSC's website right now per person. That is that price. And our price is per person as well, but it is not 1149. Let's reveal our showstopper deal, and you need to call for this as well. Call and quote this: 749. You what? Did you? Okay, Mr. P. Mr. P said he sent me a message on my other gadget, which is in the dressing room, to say this should be 799. Oh, now that's thrown my maths out completely, hasn't it? So that is now saving £400 per person against, I'm sorry, I lied at the top. You're saving even more than I said you were. It's £400 less per person than the MSC website price right now. Here's where it'll get even more complicated now. We are doing on this one an ocean view to balcony upgrade. So if you pay an ocean view upgrade price, we'll upgrade you to a balcony. Is that still the same, Mr. P? Okay, you're gonna have to work it. Well, it's still gonna be less than the MSC's website price, isn't it? So let's show you the upgrade prices then. So for an extra $299, you pay ocean view upgrade price, we upgrade you to balcony, which would make a total of 1048. The price for an inside right now on this cruise is 1149 per person. So there you go. So not only are you saving £400 against the inside price, but you can go balcony and still be saving. It's ridiculous. There are other dates for the cruise. The prices won't be anywhere near the same, I can assure you, because one is the 9th of August. I can tell you that will be a lot higher. And there's another date on the 4th of October next year. But if you can go for this date right now and grab the deal tonight, that has reduced. When did that reduce, Mr. P? Oh, in the last 60 minutes, while I was chatting to lovely Kirsty Webb from Norwegian, getting ready for the show tonight, this price was changing in the background. If you want to add premium drinks to this as well, you can for an extra £29 per person per day. And I can't remember what that totaled, but the all-inclusive price was absolutely brilliant. And I did write it down somewhere, but I've forgotten it. You'll have to do the maths yourself. It's very, very easy. Right, let's have a look at some of your comments tonight. We are, of course, talking about your karaoke track on a cruise. What would you choose and where would you sing it? Louise in Warwickshire says it's got to be Firework by Katy Perry. It's a family favourite. High notes, though. High note. You've got to get right up there for Firework, haven't you? Stephen is Mrs. Jean says, I'm on a boat by the Lonely Island. Oh, is that a song? Have you heard of that? No, I mean, everyone's looking a bit blank there. Evening, Derek. Charlie Morris here. I would sing All Right Now by Free, preferably in the TV lounge on Virtuosa. All right. Yes, I can't sing any more than that. I'll have to pay a bill. Richard from the Isle of Wight says, my favourite karaoke song is Brown Eyed Girl on the Thompson Dream. Stephen says Angels by Robbie Williams, but can you get that? And through it. See, it's difficult to get that note, isn't it? Glyn in Cheshire says, Mac the Knife by Bobby Darin, and I did it on a Royal Caribbean cruise around the Bahamas for the first time in 2022. The reason we're talking about this is because sending me in a comment tonight and letting me know will give you a chance to spin my wheel a little bit later. Right, okay, so text right now, text Cruise a space and your message. Don't forget to put your name on it as well. And if you're emailing me, make sure you put your phone number on it. You can email studio@cruise1st.tv and I'll be spinning the wheel of winning a little bit later on. I'll slip off the jacket. We've done the showstopper. I'll come back for a bit more of that a little bit later on. While I go and ask my guest, who I know has the voice of an angel. Anyway, Kirsty Webb from Norwegian Cruise Line, what would be your karaoke song, my darling?
Oh, mine's is really good actually. I like to steal the floor for about 4.5 minutes, so it's Piano Man by Billy Joel.
Oh, amazing. That's a good one.
It goes on forever.
Is it good? Does it get a good round of applause?
It certainly does, yeah.
Good. Well, we've got to see that at some point or another. How are you, my lovely?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Lovely to see you. We were just working out, it was last summer or something, wasn't it?
Last September, yeah.
Too long. Busy times at Norwegian?
Very busy times.
What's going on? Tell me.
So obviously we're doing lots of planning. We've got next March, Norwegian Aqua joins us. So she's going to be sister ship to Prima and Viva, who have obviously recently joined us too. So she's a third in the Prima class ships out of 6 of them. And then they also announced that basically from 2028, we're going to be introducing another 4 ships after that as well. Whoa. So the fleet really is growing.
Okay.
But also we're just planning ahead. So, 2024 is well underway. We've still got opportunities for people to sail with us.
Not many though.
Well, this is the thing. It's like you've got to book early. And I know you always stress this. 2025 is really busying up. We've got lots of beautiful itineraries for 2025. And now we're actually in the planning stages for 2026.
I'm not surprised because it's kind of like a race now, isn't it? It's like everyone's taking my advice at last. It's only taken a few years, but now people are doing that.
Yep.
The cruise lines are right. Oh gosh, right. We need to go a little bit further.
You do.
Talking about Aqua, some new and different dining.
There is
coming. Some plant-based.
Yes, which is lovely actually. It's something a little bit different, and there's some favourites in there as well. So obviously when we've introduced some new dining into, like, we've got Palomar. Yeah. That's coming back as well. We've got that on Prima and on Viva as well, and we've got the Indulge Food Hall coming back too, which is a real favourite with everybody who's travelled on Prima and Viva too. So there's still lots to be revealed about Aqua, and she's got this amazing Aqua coaster as well, which will be perfect because she's going to be based in the Caribbean year round. So whether it be out of Port Canaveral or whether it be out of Miami, then it's going to be perfect. She's going to be beautiful, and we're very excited about her arrival.
How long have you been with Norwegian now?
Almost 8 years.
Oh my word, that's gone so quickly. The reason I ask actually is because one of the offers that we're talking to Kirsty about tonight during the show, she's actually booked a variant of the same offer as her own holiday, and she was like, right, okay, I need to get in as soon as the routes were announced. Is it this one? Yes, it is this one actually, isn't it? Well, let's get started then, shall we? In style, combining the wonderful Norwegian spirit with the Cruise1st magic. 16 nights, starts on the 5th of January next year. We're flying first off to Singapore for a 3-night hotel stay. You never been to Singapore or you're globe-trotting?
I have been to Singapore, but it's a good number of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so
What do you remember of it? Busy city, isn't it?
it is. It's so clean.
Is it?
Yes, it's very, very clean. I love the Raffles Hotel.
Oh, did you do the...
Yeah.
You've got to be done,
Got to go there for Singapore sling.
And did you throw the monkey nuts on the floor and
Absolutely.
all that? Do all of that?
So yeah.
Very good.
Worth a
Lovely.
stay.
3 nights we've got in a hotel there. There's so much to do. I saw that there's a big bus night tour that you can take with a guide around the city, because of course the city changes very much from day to night, and it looks really super cool at night. There's Raffles Hotel, which is lovely. There's a night safari at the zoo as well, and you can cruise the Singapore River. These are ideas for when you go back. Universal Studios, I guess you want to do with the kids as well, which would be amazing. And then it's time to cruise on Norwegian Spirit. 11 nights, and we're doing Bangkok and Thailand with an overnight in Bangkok. You're looking forward to this as well, aren't you, this trip?
Yeah, and I've been to Bangkok before as well, but again, it's a long, long time ago. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing and having like 2 full days there. So to go and experience it by the day, and like you say, cities really come alive at night, completely different place. So looking forward to going out and exploring at night as well.
Going to be super, super exciting. We're just having a look around the ship right now. It always strikes me at just how smart and beautiful, yet great fun these ships are.
Yeah, well, she's the smallest ship in our fleet, but if you remember back in 2020, she had a $100 million overhaul, which was just before pandemic. So basically she come back and she was sparkly new, and she looks absolutely stunning. Like her suites and everything on there are beautiful. But this is why I booked early, is because as soon as it came on sale, Derek, I was like, I'm booking that. So I'm going with family. There's 8 of us going all together, and we all wanted to get balcony cabins, and she's, with it being the smallest ship in our fleet, obviously there's less balconies to go at. So
how many passengers in total?
I think she's about 2,000 passengers.
Okay, so it is, in the cruising world, that is quite a small number these days, isn't it? So actually, if you are interested in this one, then you'll need to get booked on as quickly as you possibly can. Of course, we're all inclusive. We've got our free at sea here as well. So we've got our premium drinks. We've got some help along the way, because, you know, however much you've heard of Vietnam or Thailand or places, you will want to take some excursions.
Absolutely.
And so to have some shore excursion credit is great, and a massive choice of those excursions as well.
There is, but I think, you know, when you said about that, what really struck me, right, about the free at sea on this, I'm not quite sure about the duration of this cruise, but the one that
11.
I've booked on, well, mine's is a 15-night cruise. So to basically have all my drinks included up front on that 15 nights, to have my Wi-Fi so I can still stay connected with home. Like you say, the amount of shore excursions and ports of call that I am going to visit, and I'm definitely going to go off and explore there. So having that shore excursion credit really is brilliant, and also having the speciality dining. So,
oh yeah, because they are a real treat. Should we go through the itinerary then? So we've just stayed in Singapore. We've got our first day at sea, and then we're off to Koh Samui is our first port on this one. You can head to the Coral Island here. There's the Pig Island. I don't know if there are pigs there. I presume there must be. You can take an ATV quad safari here as well, which would be rather nice to do. Then we've got that overnight in Bangkok, so 2 full days, and it means you can head into the city of the evening as well, which I think I would love to hear the tales of as well. You know, whether you just go out for dinner somewhere in the city, or you just have a wander through the night markets or whatever. Let us know. Take some pictures and let us know. Then we go, after a day at sea, into Phu Mai, which is Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Food tasting here, cruise the Mekong, see the famous Cu Chi tunnels, visit the paddy fields. I mean, you have just a raft of choices, and you'll be offered lots of excursion opportunities as well from Norwegian that are tried and tested over the years. Next, into Nha Trang, you can go island hopping here. There's quite a few islands here. Seek out the snorkeling, or you can tour the city and just see the sights. I love that pagoda on the top, it's beautiful. Day at sea, we're into Hong Kong. Do you know you can go on a dolphin cruise in Hong Kong? But the last thing you'd think of in Hong Kong, isn't it really? You can go on a dolphin cruise there. You can go to Disneyland, or you can go and see the big Buddha, as you can see in the top picture there, on a wonderful tour. Day at sea, and then we arrive into Keelung, which is the port for Taipei in Taiwan, and that's where we'll leave lovely Norwegian Spirit, and we'll fly back to the UK. And you're doing that same holiday, aren't you, pretty much, but you're just doing it the other way around, aren't you?
The other way around, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I might need a full report when you get back, I have to say. This is lovely. What an amazing way. We've got a very, very early January date here, which is lovely. It's a great way to start a brand new year. I don't even need to talk about what the weather will be like here and how exciting it will be and how many people will be listening when you come back from that holiday about your tales. You'll be inspiring lots more people to take holidays like this when you get back. We include the flight out to Hong Kong, 3 nights in a hotel there, 11 nights on Norwegian Spirit. You are all inclusive there as well, around Vietnam and Thailand, with premium drinks included, a Wi-Fi package, shore excursion credits for every port, and a night of that incredible specialty dining that Norwegian are famous for. And of course, your flight back from the end of the cruise in Taipei in Taiwan. Your deposit today on this one is £199 each, and your price tag, because it actually sounds expensive, doesn't it? Just the places that we've talked about, it sounds expensive, and yet, and that's an all-inclusive cruise on a very smart cruise line as well, with Norwegian Cruise Line, where everything is just that lovely little cut above the rest, and yet it's very comfortable, it's very clean, it's very fresh, it's very modern. Now, I need you to call on this as well, 0800 953 4701 if you want to know any more, and just quote this reference here, NCL 314, and talk to our team right now if you've got any questions. If you want to tailor the offer at all, of course you can. Extend the stay in Singapore, make it shorter, longer. Stay in Taipei at the end of the cruise if you fancy it as well. You can make it any which way you like. Here's the upgrade prices then. So if you want to go up to, remember, those limited number of balconies, we're only looking at around 2,000 passengers on this, on the Norwegian Spirit. So if you do want the balcony sooner rather than later, I'm not trying to push you into it for any loaded reason, but that's why you booked yours so soon, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And also, obviously, the sooner this books up, the higher the prices become as well. But this is where Cruise1st are really good, because they plan ahead and they try and lock in the prices early from when it comes out. So Anthony, Paul and the team that work in the product, they are brilliant at getting really ahead of the game, locking in the prices so that obviously your customers can get the best offers.
And in case, of course, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I will anyway, because you'll remember one way or the other, but we have an extra special relationship with Norwegian Cruise Line because Kirsty used to be one of us.
Yes.
One of us. You still are one of us, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nothing's changed. I've got a couple of questions for you, actually.
Yes.
People have been emailing and texting. Jane has emailed to say, is formal dining an option on board with Norwegian? Because she hears us talk about freestyle dining, and that appears to be, you know, what you want and when you want. But is there a formal? So
it's a la carte dining. So we have 2 a la carte restaurants on Norwegian Spirit where guests can go and obviously they can sit down and have a full a la carte menu. But when we talk about freestyle dining, it's more really the freedom of choice of where you want to go, when you want to go. So we have these specialty restaurants, and as you say, we have like a certain number included in the free at sea package. Last year when I went to the Caribbean, I actually added myself on extra ones, which you can do once you're booked. But it's all about the freedom of, you might want to dine at a different time every night, in a different restaurant every night, with different people every night. So we do have a la carte dining and beautiful formal restaurants, but it's just it's down to the guests what their choice is and where they want to eat.
So whatever you fancy, fantastic. David wants us to take us back to cruising basics. Is there bingo and karaoke?
Obviously, yeah. Yeah.
We've got to have karaoke. It's a subject we're talking about it, dear to our heart. Where does it happen generally?
It depends on what ship you're on.
Okay.
Like, when I was on Encore last year, it was in the Cavern. Basically, we have the Cavern at sea and we had karaoke in there. So yeah, my family were firm favourites. In fact, you know what? They would karaoke in the elevators if they were given the chance. So, yeah, be careful who you bump into.
Brilliant. One more. Susan says she's not long back from the Med on Viva, which she loved every minute of. She says she'd like to know if you're able to reveal the new additions on the Prima Plus class. Oh, we're asking for gossip, Susan.
Do you know, even I don't get party to that gossip until it's actually out there.
Okay.
So I'd love to, but I don't know anything about it.
Okay. All right, well, we'll keep asking. Thank you, Kirsty. I'll be back with you in a wee while. Actually, we need to go off and do a couple of other things, and then we're back, and we're going off to far-flung places like Mauritius with Kirsty a little bit later on. But first, let's catch up with this week's cruise news.
The
The Port of Southampton is celebrating a record number of almost 1 million cruise passengers travelling so far this year, with a record 26 ships visiting the port in May alone. The city is also benefiting from a welcome boost in tourism revenue thanks to the extra visitors. Last year thought to add nearly £1 billion to the local economy. The port is also leading the way for the environment, with more ships able to utilise shore power when docked in their journey to net zero. Disney Cruise Line have opened their new resort attraction in the Bahamas. Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point was developed to extend the existing docking facility and create an authentic welcome escape for passengers, with a host of local artists engaged to create and deliver the attractions. Visitors can now enjoy the island with colourful parades complete with costume creating workshops and music. There's a family beach with barbecue, water park and an adults-only Serenity Bay, as well as local exclusive tours. Oh, what a posh voice he's got. He should be a newsreader, shouldn't he, on occasion? Very, very busy on the phone lines. I'm just hearing tonight. You're keeping Richard and the team very, very busy tonight on 0800 953 4701. Looks like the showstopper is, yes, it's setting the phone lines on fire. I'm not surprised. Well, it has got an £800 per couple saving. I'm not surprised. Right, in the meantime, let's pick up our hot deals for this week, where we'll show you the reference, we'll show you the description and the price, and if you want to know more, you just call the team and quote the references. So the first one is Royal Caribbean, RC583, Western Caribbean and Orlando stay for the 15th of January. Free ocean view to balcony upgrade available on that offer. Inside start from 1199 per person. Let's see, oh, it's not functioning. PC538 is with Princess. It's the Coral Princess, Panama Canal and San Francisco. Stay 19 nights there, and you can add Princess Plus to make that all-inclusive as well for £50 per person per day. This is ruining the illusion, isn't it? Next to Virgin Voyages on the Scarlet Lady to the Med with Barcelona stay for 9 nights going on the 20th of September. So that's not too far away at all. That's VV167. And I didn't ask for you yet. That's either too early or too late. Anyway, never mind. CEL301 is with Celebrity on the Apex. 15 nights going to Bermuda, the Azores and Spain with a Miami stay there. Classic drinks and Wi-Fi included from 1899. That's CEL301. And nearly no fly Norwegian cruise fjords, should I say, on Virtuosa with MSC. 7 nights going on the 31st of August, so the back end of summer. Hang on a minute, that's an exclusive as well. Look, 31st of August, 7 nights, all inclusive. So that's with premium extra drinks package, isn't it? It's got to be booked this week, I'm just hearing. That's something else that's changed just before we came on air. MSC 503 if you want to know more. These are bonkers, these deals. Remember, you need to call on all of these. This is the number 0800 953 4701. Right, okay, let's see who's in the frame this week. In fact, I've got a double frame this week, actually, yes. Double bubble. And it's our lovely cruise friends. It's Peter and Georgina on the left, and it's Carl and Lucy on the right. Now, normally, when they're on holiday, they're together and they cruise together because they came with us on Cruise with Derek #1, and they are coming on cruise #2 as well with us to the Caribbean, and they're very much looking forward to it. In fact, here they are on the Euribia in Northern Europe, and they are looking forward to being on Seascape with us in November/December. Drop us an email with your photos as well, studio@cruise1st.tv. We'll get you in the frame as well. And let's have a couple of your comments right now. We're talking karaoke classics. I want to know what yours is. Alicia from Berkshire once belted out the whole Welsh national anthem in the Independence of the Seas karaoke bar, the first and last time she did karaoke. Brian Skinner, favourite karaoke song, We Are Sailing. Oh, Rod Stewart, amazing. Did it at the Sail Away party on Britannia. What a great way to start the cruise. Jason says, Sweet Caroline, to keep in theme with the Euros. Yeah, everyone joins in on that one as well, so you can be a really bad singer, can't you? And it'll be absolutely fine. Christine James and Fiona Pierce, Shares Believe. They've just booked for Virtuosa for a Caribbean Christmas and New Year, and looking forward to that. Thanks to Farah, our cruise specialist, for making everything so easy. Well, thank you for thanking Farah and us. Gary in Buckinghamshire, I said I would have to give it Mr. Brightside by the Killers. Give that a go if I had enough all-inclusive drinks. Well, you know what? You're always going to get those with us, aren't you? And finally, Anne from Manchester, it would be Reach for the Stars by S Club 7. I think that'd be Mr. P's as well. Anyway, come on then, confession time. If I got you up to the stage at karaoke, which song am I writing down for you to sing? Is it Cher, Tina Turner, Rick Astley, Dean Martin? Tell me now on a text or an email. And don't forget to put your name and your number on the message. I'm going to be calling one of you later. And you could be winning a cruise when I spin that there wheel there. Right, it's time now for our second big exclusive right now at Cruise Deals Live. Again with MSC Cruises. Fingers crossed we get everything in the right order. And this time we're going to save you £220 per person on a 7-night cruise if you book tonight. Stop everything. Let's just repeat that. We're going to save you £220 per person versus booking with the cruise line themselves tonight. It's the 10th of May for next year, and it's 7 nights of no-fly cruising up to the Norwegian fjords on MSC Virtuosa. We're going again on Virtuosa. We love Virtuosa on this show. We're turning into the Virtuosa channel, I think, aren't we, at the moment? We love her. And so do you as well. I mean, so many people have cruised MSC, and the great thing is MSC as a cruise line are a disruptor. They've come into the industry and they've done some crazy things and brought some crazy prices into the industry. And in general, that's a good thing for cruising, because more people who have never tried a cruise before have said, you know what, that price is good, and that price is now giving a week in a holiday cottage in the lakes or down in Cornwall a run for its money in terms of price, and we get to go far further. I'm not knocking a holiday cottage in Cornwall, by the way. I do it every year. I love it. But I'm talking about price comparisons between holidays. You can spend a lot of money now in the UK, particularly now, post the pandemic. The prices have gone absolutely crazy bonkers if you just want to stay on your doorstep these days. You know how much it is sometimes to just go out for lunch and have a couple of sandwiches, cakes and a cup of tea somewhere, and it's like 50 quid for lunch. It never used to be that way. And holidays are the same way as well. And this is where cruising really now is coming up to meet the prices of traditional holidays that we used to take here in the UK. And it's also giving people that view of, I mean, listen, my parents go on coach holidays an awful lot here in the UK. They love it. They don't get around too well. That's what they prefer to do. But they pay a lot of money to spend a lot of time with a square bottom, sat down on a coach, and a lot of time going to somewhere and not a lot of time actually doing something. So they take a long time traveling around, and they just see what are probably faded, tired budget hotels on the way round. I'm being kind. I've seen the pictures. And actually, on a cruise ship, there's something to do 24 hours a day. And you can still, you can still go for a siesta in the afternoon. If you're like me, like a couple of hours in the afternoon with your head down, no problem whatsoever. Here's where we're going on this cruise then. We're going up to the Norwegian fjords, Haugesund first. You can take a rib boat tour here if you want to the local islands, or visit a Viking village should you fancy. Next, we are off to Malloy. Now the O in Malloy has got one of those lines through it. I don't know when that means you should say it differently. It's a big fishery port here. There's a beach which is 1.5 miles long here as well, which is not too far away. So lots to explore. And the fjords to and from these places are just gorgeous. Flam is the most incredible port up in the fjords. The iconic railway there are tours to see the local, really beautiful local villages near here as well. From Flam we go to Kristiansand, which is a lovely area if you fancy something energetic, kayaking maybe. You can walk in the city square and visit the lovely cathedral there. We've got a day at sea, and then we are back to Southampton. So, lovely 7-night cruise. And I'm going to show, oh yes, and let's have a look around the Norwegian fjords. Because actually, you know what? So many people take their first cruise to the Norwegian fjords. By the way, if anyone else, you're watching this on Sky, someone that you know should be booking this cruise and they don't have Sky, just send them to our website, cruise1st.tv, or to our YouTube channel, because all the shows that we do are on there. In fact, this show will go live onto our YouTube channel overnight as well. So you can watch this again and again and again. But these are the kind of sights and sounds that you see in the Norwegian fjords. They're absolutely beautiful. And this is a lovely time of year to go and see them, actually. I can't promise you the best weather in the world in May. Who knows? You might have some nice, bright, sunny days. It's all about the scenery on one of these cruises. And in a second, it's about to all be about the price as well. Okay, let's talk about the price then, shall we? Because have you got your pictures ready, Mr. P? The MSC website price, the right one, good. The MSC website price for this at 7:45 this evening, £749 per person, which is an amazing price. Pretty good, very, very competitive price for a 7-night cruise, no fly to and from Southampton up to the fjords. We can book this tonight with a deposit of just £100 each, but our price tonight is exclusive and lower. Are you ready? It's £529 per person. I know. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Of course I know why. I tell you why. Because we're the biggest thing in cruise here in the UK. So many people book their cruises with us. The more people book their cruises with us, the more buying power we have collectively to talk to the cruise lines and say, let's talk, let's do a deal, let's see what we can do. And that's the result. What was the price on the MSC website? £749, wasn't it? £749, so £220 more. Listen, by all means, go to the MSC website, msccruises.com. You could book that cruise. .co.uk, I beg your pardon. Sorry. And go straight, and you could go and book that right now on their website at £749. But why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because you'd be paying £220 more. For that £220 more, you could actually pay for your drinks package, because you can add premium extra drinks to this for just £29 per person per day. Oh, this was where I did the maths, Mr. P. It's on the screen now, isn't it? So all inclusive, 529 plus your drinks package makes it 732 all inclusive with your drinks. Your tips are included anyway, as they always are with MSC. So I need you on the phones for this one again. No one's going to be watching half of the show. They're going to spend it on the phone. They'll be like, I'll turn him down and his loud shirt. I'm getting this. MSC 502, and here's the magic number, 0800 953 4701. The lines are open all the way through until 10 o'clock tonight, and then, when is it tomorrow morning, Mr. P? Oh yeah, 9 in the morning, yeah, they have a lie-in in the morning. So, they should really be open at 7, shouldn't they? 9's very late these days, isn't it? Anyway, listen, 10 p.m. is good enough for us tonight to get this booked right now. Let's go and have a look at the upgrades as well on this one. So ocean view and balcony prices are there for you. It's incredible, I have to say. It is bonkers. I have to say, we've changed the offers in the show that many times today. If visually and in words we sound a little unsure tonight, it's because we've changed so many things at the last minute. But I hope you agree it's been worth it, because the showstopper has been an absolute humdinger, and that as an exclusive. I mean, listen, when you're saying £220 per person less than the price with the cruise line, you've got to run with it, haven't you? And listen, MSC do know that we're doing this. We arranged it with them. It's absolutely fine. So it's all good. Just get it booked as quick as you can. 0800 953 4701. Right, some more of your comments then. Your karaoke classics while you're on a cruise. Catherine would sing, "Nothing's Going to Stop Us Now," by Starship. I was wondering if you meant the Sam Fox version then for a second. Thanks for another great show. No, thank you for being there. I don't know how you put up with it. Honestly, you need a medal, you lot. Bernadette from Minehead says, I think Hi Ho Silver Lining is a great karaoke song because it gets everyone singing along. You're not sure, Mr. P? Mr. P's not sure. He was like, I'm not sure. You know why? Because it's a 60s song, Mr. P, and you're about 12. Nikki from South Cheshire says the Pina Colada song by Rupert Holmes, sang this in the Canaries aboard a wonderful TUI cruise last year. Thing is with that, though, is that people only know one line of it, don't they? If you like Pina Colada, I can't sing anymore because I have to pay a bill. Derek Luke. Hello, Derek. Another Derek in this world. Wow. Says, my daughter and I fancy having a bash at Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo in the Virtuosa TV Lounge. Some interesting lyrics to shout out. Yes, it is very... I've never heard of that. Mr. P said, you've never heard of that, have you? That's why you're looking so blank. I've no idea. Do the kids like that kind of stuff? Jane from Norwich says, I last sang Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves with my two sisters in the Med on P&O. One more. Nikki Blythe in North Devon says it has to be Kokomo by the Beach Boys whilst in the Caribbean. Doesn't it just? Yeah, you don't know that one, Mr. P, do you? Do you know, I can't remember it. Kirsty, can you remember Kokomo?
No, I don't know that one.
No, I do kind of know it, but I'm not even going to have a guess. Anyway, your karaoke song, have you told me what it is yet? Come along. Is it I Will Survive? Is it Doctor's Orders from Jane McDonald? Let me know. Text or email now. And remember to put your number on your message because I could be calling you a little bit later to play Spin and Win. What a load of nonsense. It's great, isn't it? Kirsty Webb is back with me from Norwegian Cruise Lines. Are you ready to bring back a bit of order to the show? Yeah,
I can't believe so many people do karaoke.
I know.
It's fabulous.
Good though, isn't it? It's good intel actually as well for you, isn't it? Because you know, it's like it's a thing that it's one of those things. Actually, I think you set out of an evening, you don't necessarily have it in mind. Tonight's the karaoke night, but you kind of wander near or wander past, and you hear someone drowning something, and you think, right.
I never intend to go there. After the drinks package, then I always end up there.
Does help though, doesn't it? It's always good fun though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Good, especially if you're with friends and family and whatever.
Well, we have on some of our ships, we have Howl at the Moon, which is obviously music based, and you have dueling pianos and they sing what you request. So that's a brilliant venue. Is
that where everyone sings the same thing?
Everybody, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
You must love working for a cruise line, right?
I do, yeah.
It's exciting.
I spend my entire life planning where I'm going to go.
Yeah, but that's good though, because you kind of get the heads up of the parts of the world that, you know, are coming up. I bet you know about, I mean, we're about to do one of the most fascinating itineraries as well, that I'm sure you want to do as well. But I guess you probably know details of routes that are coming down the line over the years. I'm not asking you for secrets, but you'll know. And it kind of sparks your own imagination, doesn't it?
Well, I think, you know, the cruise world is changing. There are many more cruise ships now going to a lot of ports. So this is why all the cruise lines do have to plan in advance. Yeah. And I think, you know, certainly for NCL, we try to make our itineraries different all the time and not repeat either, so that, you know, people are going and seeing different places. So it's just, I mean, having at the moment 19 ships, for 20th coming next year, you're kind of a spoiled for choice in itineraries that we've got. So yeah, I've got 3 cruises booked at the moment, and it's literally like, you know, I have to plan them in ahead to get what I want to do, but you know, I do want to go off and explore. So it's I had a few different choices lined up for this year, and I've narrowed it down to one in the Med, one in the Mexican Riviera, and then later on next year we've got Asia. So I just don't have enough annual leave.
We're going to have a word, aren't we? One way or the other. Right, let's really go far out on this one. It's an 18-night offer for next year. Excuse me, it's all inclusive on the cruise, and we're off to places where you just hear the name of the place and it's enough to get you interested. Mauritius, Madagascar and South Africa with stays. Oh, amazing. Where are we going? Let's find out. 30th of April, we fly off first to Mauritius for a 2-night hotel stay. I mean, it's just like a dream word still, isn't it? So many people have not still been to Mauritius.
It's beautiful. I was lucky enough to go again many years ago, but Mauritius is beautiful, and the hotels there are gorgeous as well. So, you know, you really are starting off your holiday in a lovely way, staying in a nice hotel in Mauritius for a few days.
It's got to be done, hasn't it? I mean, it just looks the lovely mix of gorgeous beaches which you can just, you know, wander down, decompress, and then this wonderful, I mean, Pamplemousse's botanical garden that you were just seeing there just looks incredible. I mean, just to be there. And of course, we are here for what, 2 nights, but if you wanted to make that 4 nights, 5 nights, a little bit longer, you know, longer the better. Make that a holiday in itself, because you've got quite some journey to come actually in terms of destinations. We're about to go through Madagascar through to South Africa, and this is what Norwegian do so well. Itineraries so full of imagination. Let's go on board the ship first. Norwegian Sky. How is she different to Spirit that we saw in the first offer?
She's slightly bigger, but again, she's not one of our biggest ships, because you've got to remember, with doing itineraries like this, you can't take huge big cruise
Smaller
ships in there,
ports,
because the infrastructure and all these ports you're going into, they're not set up to have, you know, large cruise ships in. But again, you know, she's got some of her signature restaurants and everything on board. She's got beautiful lounges. And I think, you know, like doing an itinerary like this, whether it be the Asia one or whether it be this Africa one, I think on board everybody's evenings are very different, because you are getting off the next day and you are going and exploring. Whereas, you know, when you go to the Caribbean, you can afford to have a little bit of a lie-in, can't you?
Yeah.
But, you know, these are quite destination-rich itineraries.
You've got to behave yourself a bit, and remember, bear in mind that, you know, you'll be setting off for a safari first thing in the morning. Or
So we still have obviously the shows on board, and we still have karaoke, and for anybody who likes bingo, that will be available as well.
Very good.
But it's just sort of probably quieter evenings, because everybody's getting off to go exploring the next day.
But actually, I think, and you'll see in a moment when you look at the itinerary, there are some itineraries where you just think that's purely fun holiday. That's purely sun, beaches, don't need a plan.
Yeah.
Whereas this is about, I'm interested in the destinations. I'm fascinated by the places that we're going to here. And actually, the great thing about this itinerary in particular is you're seeing parts of the world that you may have heard of. You're doing it, you know, side by side with coming back to Norwegian Sky every night. And of course, having wonderful excursions, if you choose, as well, that have been curated, tried and tested, and are fascinating and really get you into the destinations.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to try and do that by land, like these type of itineraries, it would be almost impossible.
Well, you'd spend weeks reading reviews on things and changing your mind, and you'd end up booking nothing. That's always what happens with this. So let me talk you through where we're going over our 11 nights here. Of course, we're coming out of Mauritius, of all places, into Réunion, into Pointe de Galette, volcanoes here, the temples. Saint Denis is very, very pretty here, with its big cathedral as well. We have a day at sea, which is lovely. There's a nice sort of mix of days at sea and itinerary here. And then we come into the first of two ports in Madagascar. Antsiranana is first. Take the Zingi Rouge Park here, which is like a big red rock canyon. I looked at it on some videos. Absolutely beautiful. Next we go into Nosy Be in Madagascar, which always makes me smile. But there's quite a few places that start with the word nosy in Madagascar. There must be a reason for that. I must find out. Lots and lots of the lovely big Lokobe National Park is very close by here. Then 2 days at sea, and then we're coming into Richards Bay in South Africa. And you've got 2 days here, and you're going to need them as well, because the big safari game reserves are very, very near to here. The Imfolozi Game Reserve is very, very close to this. There's the Juma Zulu Cultural Village as well, as it's really nice to go into and see, you know, authentic Zulu life. Then we go into Port Elizabeth, which is Herbera. The Addo Elephant Reserve is pretty much, that will be the excursion that you will need to book up as soon as you get onto the ship, because that's where everybody will want to go on that day. Other game reserves nearby. Mossel Bay, beautiful. Again, an elephant park not far away from here in Knysna, which is a beautiful part of South Africa. I know we are friends from that part of the world, and it is incredible. We end the cruise, reluctantly, I know, in Cape Town in South Africa, and that's where we say adieu to Norwegian Sky, but we're staying here for 3 nights in a hotel, and boy, you're going to need it in Cape Town as well, aren't you? Because, good Lord, I mean, there's thousands of things that you can do here, and just think about your colleagues, friends, family, circle around you. How many people you know have spent time in Cape Town?
Yeah, I know. And
very few.
So much to do, and obviously you can go up to Table Mountain and just even the South African wines to do some wine tasting.
Stellenbosch,
yeah. So
absolutely, you'd be there, wouldn't you? Very, very welcoming, very, very friendly place as well. Of course, weather's favourable. That always helps for us as well, doesn't it? If you're going somewhere exciting, and more importantly, I think holidays are kind of threefold. There's the experience of you going on the holiday, but actually you're going to somewhere completely different, and that gives you currency, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of gives you currency with friends and family. It's nice to come back and say, you know, where have you been? Oh, Blackpool. And do you know what I mean? I'm not knocking Blackpool at all. We could be talking Torquay or anywhere, any coastal place around the UK. But you're not going to have that much to say, are you? You come back from a holiday like this, it's like dream territory, isn't it? Now, this is for April next year, included in the price I'm about to give you. Flight to Mauritius. 2 nights in a hotel there. Could just go to Mauritius now, couldn't you? 11 nights on Norwegian Sky, cruising all inclusive, so premium drinks package, Wi-Fi included, shore excursion credit, and a night of speciality dining through Madagascar and South Africa with your overnight in Richards Bay for all the safari experiences. End in Cape Town, leave the cruise ship, but stay in Cape Town in a hotel for 3 nights, and then the flight back to the UK. How expensive does that sound? It sounds like 7 or 8 grand each. I'm like, I want to run away from the TV. Don't tell me. Let me show you. Deposit today, £199 each. And look, who would ever have imagined that you could travel to all of those very, very exotic and distinctive locations, a fantastically interesting itinerary on the cruise as well, and come in way under £3,000 per person? Ridiculous. Here's the details to upgrade, by the way. I mean, that really is awesome, isn't it? I mean, people spend with holiday companies that tailor your experience. We've all heard of them. They could spend that money for you on the budget for a few nights and a couple of tours in Cape Town, couldn't they? Yeah,
or even just your flights.
Yes.
Because flights are really expensive.
It's ridiculous. I bet you've got your eye on that yourself now, haven't you?
Well, it is definitely one of the itineraries I want to do for sure.
You can't let it happen too many times, can you, and miss out on it. That's the thing.
Well, that's going to be one of my options for 26.
Yeah.
That and the other one I want to do is Alaska again.
Yeah. See, the thing is as well, have you got the same philosophy about travel as a lot of people have right now, which is like, I don't want to, I know we're late at night now, but I'm not going to swear, but kind of the attitude that is, blow it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to do it. I've had enough of sitting, watching everybody else doing it, worrying about the, the money saved for this, saved for that, and all the rest of it. Do it.
But it's like you said as well, if you don't actually plan it in, it won't happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just planning it in now and just, making it happen.
Yeah. We've got more offers from Norwegian as well to show you. So let's have a quick look at those. These are all inclusive as well. I mean, I can't see all the way over there. Let's have a look on my screen here. All inclusive Greece, Malta and Spain over 10 nights. This is September this year. 2 nights in Athens and a night in Lisbon on this one. And a 7-night cruise on Norwegian Getaway from 1449. Again, if you want to know more about these, just quote the references to our team and they can explain more for you. Love this. Norwegian Prima, of course, sailing in and out of Galveston in Texas. So the second one, the middle one, there has a 2-night stay in Houston and 2 weeks on Norwegian Prima around the Caribbean, which is really nice. NCL 319. And then we've got NCL 338, which is all-inclusive Costa Rica, Mexico and the Panama Canal with a 2-night stay in Miami. That's 11 nights on Norwegian Jade from 2,599 per person. The second 2 of those have low deposit as well. I think the first one probably will as well. Oh no, that's September, so maybe not. But the second 2 have low deposit of 199 per person. They are incredible. Kirsty, I can't believe we're out of time already. Thank you so much. This is a bonkers show, this, isn't it?
It's brilliant. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Come back and see us again. Don't leave it a year.
Exactly.
Okay, brilliant. Lovely. Right, let's see if we can go and win some on a cruise then, shall we? Let's go spin this wheel. Hello. Right, what do we do now? I've forgotten completely. I have no idea what I'm doing. I love it. I want to give away a cruise. You know what? When we did it in rehearsal earlier, as always, I spun the wheel just to test it. And I have squirted the 2 letters, 2 numbers lubricant on it just to make sure there's extra spin tonight. I want a cruise for myself, but I can't win a cruise for myself. Stand by your phone. We're about to ring. If your phone rings right now, turn the telly down and come and talk to Derek on the telly and I'll see if I can win you a cruise. Fingers crossed it's you from all the people who've been commenting tonight.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Who's that?
This is Shirley.
Hello, Shirley. It's Derek from the telly. How are you?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. Is Sean there with you?
Yes, he is indeed.
Very good. Now, Shirley, what's your karaoke song?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, fantastic. You going to give us a burst now? No, I didn't think so.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, no, I don't blame you. It's national telly. It's not like a lounge on a cruise ship where there's just a few people watching. Let's see if we can win you something. Remember, everyone's a winner, Shirley. Where are you, by the way?
I'm in Denham, which is West Yorkshire.
In where? Denham?
Denham, yes.
Oh, in West Yorkshire. I know it well. Very, very nice
I'm sure
indeed.
you do.
Have you been on cruises before?
Yeah, quite a few. We love them.
What was the latest one?
We went to Barbados in February.
Did you? Which ship?
It was Morella.
Oh, fantastic!
Yep.
Oh, Shirley, you've won this. You haven't won. Are you watching your telly?
I am watching it.
I'm afraid it's not the cruise, but you know what?
Oh, no.
I mean, it's something that money can't buy. Do you watch the show often, the channel often?
Yes, most days actually.
Well, bless you, because you put up with a lot of me if you watch our channel. So I'm going to send you an I Love Derek Teddy, if that's all right.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
I'll treasure it.
Thank you. Yes, do. Please, pride of place. In fact, send me a picture of where you decide to put it. Maybe you give it its own little chair and a little microphone. Who knows?
I will do that.
I will leave that with you. Shirley, bless you. It's lovely to talk to you. Lots of love to you and Sean. And we'll get little Derek on the way to you as soon as we possibly can. Thank you for playing.
Brilliant.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sorry it wasn't the cruise. Next week it could be the cruise. And listen, you don't think that I just keep saying that. I have given away a cruise, and this is show number 5, Mr. P. This is show number 5. And I've already given, so 1 out of 5, we've given away a cruise so far. Anyway, listen, we need to give you a reminder of this. Kirsty's all right. She's loving the show. She's got front row seats. She's going to stay right to the end, hasn't he, Kirst? She's loving it. Right, let's go back to our showstopper then. This is the deal. Now, I need to show you why this price is just so darn good. It's MSC 504, and the price for this cruise right now on the MSC website is, there you go, that's a snapshot from the MSC website at 7:45 this evening at 1149 per person. Our price tonight for you is £400. Yes, sorry, it's so big. I'm like, well, it can't be, can it? £400 per person less than the MSC website price right now. So we've got 749. So if you just flick back to the MSC website price just for a second, Mr. P, we've also got another offer on this, which is where if you go to Ocean View, pay the Ocean View upgrade for an extra $299, we'll upgrade you to balcony. So actually your balcony price with us is less than the inside price with MSC itself. Let's go on board MSC Virtuosa. Of course it's Virtuosa. Of all the ships it could have been. Yes, MSC Virtuosa. We have spent half the night on MSC Virtuosa, and I've been on MSC Virtuosa as well, and I tell you what, I loved it. Now, I'll talk about the ship this time on the footage, because she's great. Loads and loads of dining, and you know what? There's a different atmosphere on different durations of cruises. There are some cruises on Virtuosa that, you know, short 3 or 4 nighters, and they're all about the party. And they are brilliant, and we know that. There are some wonderful opportunities to sail out of the UK, and this is one of the longer duration cruises as well, because this is 12 nights, this one. I know, look at that price on screen, and that's 12 nights. No tips to pay either. Gratuities always included on an MSC cruise. You can go speciality dining, cover charges there, of course. Teppanyaki, Butcher's Cut is amazing. They do great wine pairings there as well. You can actually add your drinks package to this one. We always do a good deal on the MSC drinks packages, and on this one you can upgrade it on your premium extra drinks package for just £29 per person per day. Do you know, on this one, if you upgrade to balcony, the price is £1,098 to a balcony, which is still £50 less than the inside price. Oh, is it? Oh, yes, yes. Well, it's much less. Anyway, even if you go balcony with us, what was I saying? I have no idea. Anyway, it's good. It's really, really good. I mean, let's just look at the top line price for a second. On an inside, the price with MSC is 1149 right now on their website. Go check it out on the website. Listen. Okay, right. Balcony and drinks. Mr. P's just done the sums there for you. Just under £1,400 on this one. And that would be balcony with drinks, which is just incredible. But listen, if you just want to go for the very best deal, 749. There's too many numbers in this. 749 for a 12-night cruise down to the Canaries and Portugal. No flying, so in and out of Southampton as well. It's just superb, it really is. Jump on that right now. It's very, very busy on the phone line, so just keep trying. The lines are open until 10. 0800 953 4701 is the number to call on that one. Right, okay, so there's your showstopper reminder. You can watch the show again later, by the way. It gets uploaded to the YouTube overnight, so you can watch it again and again and again. Final comments on your karaoke tracks as well. Jackie from Wigan says, I would sing Don't Rock the Boat. Lee from Octorada says, I always sing Don't You Forget Me by Simple Minds on the Norwegian Epic. Lee in York says, I've been cruising since 2012 and every cruise I've been on has played the same Elvis song, so my karaoke song would have to be Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Jeanette says, I sang We Will Rock You on Ventura in January, going to the Caribbean on a cruise in 5 weeks. Have a wonderful time. I'm jealous much. Paul from Stourbridge says, We Are the Champions by Queen. Great show as always. Thanks, Paul. Connor from Swansea says, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter in Bora Bora. Is she modern, Mr. P, as well? Never heard of her either. Tracy in the West Midlands says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, one at a time responsibly. Brilliant, Tracy. Thanks to everyone who's been in touch. As always, we always have great fun on this show. Next week, Jenny Lyons from Virgin Voyages is here. I have no idea what the deals will be, but we've got enough to be going on tonight to get booked right now. Remember, lines are open through until 10 o'clock. Next Tuesday night, come back and join us live at 8 o'clock. Lots of love. See you then.